Sometimes it's very difficult, to be grown up, living with your mom alone. You need the love of a father, innit? I'll tell you how I feel. Mommy, why not you tell me my story before the world will get on top of me? The silence, the whisper is getting on my nerves, and the eyesight is telling me I need a time with you. It's been 2 decades and Dad didn't make a move close to me. With due respect, Mom, I am in the morning feast and nothing is served to Mommy. A holy, me and Mommy, 2 decades no Daddy. Please you can serve me. Sister Lolly, Auntie Rohi, please can you serve me? Sometimes can you hesitate and show me the world I belong? Sometimes can you hesitate and show me the world I belong? Friends mock me, label me as a boy with no daddy. Mom, can you see how the world treats me? There is lonely road, no signs, just move ahead. Street lights, never look ahead. Too much hesitation, written examination, a good better definition of my own frustration. Sometimes can you hesitate and show me the world I belong? Sometimes can you hesitate and show me the world I belong? I am grown up now. I can stand my own feet, stronger than the feet you had sown me. But Mom, Grandpa once told me, never look at things that will look down on you. I am set to find in my own dad, and I will bring him home, because home is where he belongs. I'm going, Mom. Sometimes can you hesitate and show me the world I belong? Sometimes can you hesitate and show me the world I belong? It's very difficult and painful. It caused so many people trauma and depression. But such is life. BARHAM TELLS the poet. They say I change, but nobody asks what changed me. They see the attitude, not the anxiety. They hear the shouting, not the silent screaming inside of me. I am a teenager, half child, half grown, expected to build a future when I don't even feel at home in my own skin.
They say respect your elders, but who teaches elders to respect confusion? I am stuck between rebellion and resolution, between I know everything and I don't know what I am doing. We slam doors not because we hate you, but because we don't know how to open up.
In school, they teach algebra but never teach us how to add self-worth. They teach history but never teach us how to rewrite our mistakes. I carry pride like a trophy, ego bigger than my report card. Thought I was invisible until life hit harder than my father's warning.
We roll our eyes, we talk back, We think we are grown because we got followers on an app. But followers don't follow you when consequences knock. And reality doesn't care about your TikTok. Life humbles you.
I remember telling my mother, "You don't understand me." But I never tried to understand the sacrifices she hid in her silence. Attitude became my language. Disrespect became my defense. I built walls so high even love could not climb them.
We mistake stubbornness for strength, confusion for confidence. We think being loud means being right. But sometimes, the strongest thing a teenager can say is, "I was wrong."
We are teenagers, not problems to be solved, but stories still being written. Yes, we get attitudes. Yes, we make mistakes. Yes, we think we know it all. But give us time, because diamonds are just teenagers that survived pressure.
Lamin Jaula, the pen driver.
BARHAM Tells, the poet. They told us racism ended, like it expired, like it retired, like it quietly packed its bags and left when the laws were rewired. But if it ended, why does a little boy named Malik still feel suspended? Suspended from school, suspended from doubt, suspended between you are too loud. And why? Why don't you speak out? They say we treat everyone the same, but the statistics whisper otherwise when you remove the frame. If equality lives here, why does privilege own the name?
We are not labels, not tags, not shit, not the fear your ancestors made. Break the silence, relax the pack. Silence itself is a racist act. We rise, we react, truth intact. Love is resistance against the racist act.
Why are you here?
Why am I where? On the same pavement you declare us everywhere. Racism no longer wears a hood. It wears a badge, a boardroom smile, a neighborhood. It says, it's not about race. But why is race always the case? Why does justice move faster when the victim fits the face? They call it coincidence.
We are not shadows cast by your past, not a stereotype built to last. Break the silence, rewrite the pack. Silence itself is a racist act. We rise, we react, truth intact. Love is resistance against the racist act.
Racism is not just hate. Sometimes it is hesitation. Sometimes it is you are so articulate, disguised as admiration. It is the joke at dinner table that nobody corrects, the hiring decision that quietly rejects. It is the history book with selective respect. It is comfort over courage, peace over progress, looking away calling it no stress. But neutrality in the face of injustice is silence, protest for the oppressor. So ask yourself, if you see wrong and say nothing, who does your silence protect?
We are not problems to solve.
We are stories to evolve.
We are brilliance unresolved.
We are tomorrow.
We are now.
And justice is not charity, it's a vow.
Let us speak because he won't. He keeps quiet and they mistake it for guilt. His aunt is a liar. She doesn't shout, she whispers. She doesn't accuse, she suggests. And somehow, suggestions become facts when repeated enough times. She told them he was disrespectful. She told them he was difficult.
We watch it happen. Rooms that used to feel warm turn cold. Smiles become suspicious. Conversation stopped when he walked in. Family became jury. And the verdict was already written, guilty of things he never did.
I stay silent because I was taught respect your elders. I swallow my defense because I was taught don't talk bad. But silence started sounding like confession. And every lie became heavier than my pride. You told them I was arrogant because I choose peace over argument. You told them I was stubborn because I refused to bow to false accusations. You told them I change. Yes, I change because pain changes people.
Tell them how it felt.
It felt like betrayal wearing a familiar face. It felt like being erased while you were still alive. It felt like my name was no longer mine. You made people question me before they greeted me. You made relatives doubt me before they listened to me. And the hardest part is, you are family.
But listen carefully. He is not your version of him. He is not your gossip. He is not your insecurity. He is not the villain in your story. He is a young man trying to build something bigger than the rumors chasing him.
Yes, my aunt is a liar. And I say that not with hate, but with heart. Because lies from strangers sting, but lies from family scar. You made people see me differently, but you cannot make me become what you describe me. I know who I am, and even if they believe you today, time will expose everything. Truth does not rush, it waits.
He is not your narrative.
I am not a rumor. I am not an exaggeration. I am not your weapon used in conversation I was not invited to. I am still me, and no whisper is louder than a life well lived. BARHAM Tells the poet.
Your poetess, the fearless queen.
Your poetess, Zenith.
Bismillah. I begin where my ego used to end. I stand before my past like a closed door, knocking one last time, then walking away for sure. Goodbye to the man who lived without fear of account, who chased desire instead of what truly amounts. I was careless with hearts Allah told me to guard. Play with amana made obedience hard. I mistook attention for love, the dunya for peace, forgot that sin grows loud when remembrance sleeps. To those I hurt, Allah is my witness. I am sorry, not just with words, but with a changed story. Repentance is not tears that dry overnight. It is walking straight after knowing what is right. I made myself in a sujood, forehead low, soul bare, no excuses left, just dua in the air. Ya Allah, forgive me for what you saw alone, the sins I hide well, but never outgrown. Forgive my impatience, my wandering eyes, the times I choose desire over your signs. Clean my heart the way rain cleans the land. Make me a man who obeys your command. I am changed, not by pride, but by tawbah sincere. I fear displeasing Allah more than losing what is near. I step away from dating, from haram disguise. I choose patience over temporary highs. I will wait for the woman you wrote as my wife, halal in love and barakah in life. My past was a lesson, not my decree. Islam didn't change. I returned to it, and it changed me. So goodbye to who I used to be before I prayed right, before I understood wrong from right. If you meet me now, know this truth at heart. I am not proud of my sins, but I'm grateful Allah let me restart. Alhamdulillah, my past ends here. BARHAM tells the poet. Crowded lecture hall, broken fan, dusty air. I see that the bag, future heavy on my chair. The lecturer speak, but my mind drifts away, thinking of rent, food, and the bills due today. We chase degrees like they are keys to a gate, but nobody tells you about the pressure and weight. Smiles on the outside, stress buried inside. Group chats full of joke, but we are barely alive. Library lights at 2 a.m., eyes red, heart tired, coffee as dinner, dreams slightly expired. Pages keep turning, but my mind wants to quit. Just one more chapter, yeah, I keep telling it. Some nights I miss home, I miss peace, I miss me. Before life asks questions I couldn't foresee. Here, life feels louder than success feels loud, and silence can scream even inside a crowd. See, there, friends turn to family, strangers to kin. We laugh about pain we didn't show on our skin. One drops out quietly, another cannot cope. We say, see you tomorrow, but we are running on hope. Exams feels like judgment, results feels like fate. One paper decided if you were early or late. Parents say, try harder, like it is that simple to do. But they don't see the battles we are fighting through. Graduation gowns in a future unknown, clapping hands but the fear fully grown. What is next is the question that lives in our head. Dreams on the soldier, anxiety in bed. University life taught me more than a course. It taught me resilience, patience, and force, that falling is human, but rising is key, and becoming myself is the real degree. So if you're here struggling, tired and stressed, know this chapter is just shaping you, not your last test. University life may bend you, we strive, yeah? But it's also the place where you learn how to fight.